Hello, welcome to Lab 30 in Honors Chemistry, Properties of Acids and Bases. In this pre-lab, I'm going to take you through some of the parts of this lab very quickly. It's very straightforward. This is an introductory lab to acids and bases where you will get to observe some of the properties that make certain classes of chemicals acids and those categorized as base, and maybe even a little something about neutral solutions. So you'll see all your materials written here in this section. There are plenty of them. As far as indicators go, the phenolphthalein solution, the litmus paper, red and blue, and there'll be even some dropper bottles of other indicators. Those will be in one red plastic solution container on your counter. And then you'll have another container, so there will be two at your lab station that contain the chemicals. That includes the acids, the bases, calcium carbonate, as well as the magnesium, iron, copper, and zinc. This will be in another one red plastic container. So there'll be two there, one with the indicators and one with the other chemicals. Plenty of materials for you to work with. You will also have spot plates. They look like this. We used them, I believe, earlier this year. They're made of porcelain, ceramic. Don't drop them. Rinse them out well. You might want to wash them to begin with, and certainly clean them up when you are done. For part A, it says to take your spot plate and add 2 drops of each of the following. Well, there are 3 substances here. 2 drops, 3 substances, 3 rows on your spot plate. So 2 drops of each in each of 4 wells. From this layout, you will then be able to use pH paper, litmus paper of the red variety, blue litmus paper, and then when you're done, all your papers go in the garbage. Do not put any papers in the sink. Rinse out the spot plate, dry it. You'll need it for part B. When you record your data in this data table, notice that red litmus is red and blue litmus is blue. It may look pink or purple to you, but for litmus, the colors are always red and blue. So when you write your data in here, there should be no pink or no purple. Those are not legitimate colors for litmus. Use the colors red and blue. For phenolphthalein, you're going to use the color pink. This is where it's legitimate to use the color pink, or colorless. Do not tell me it is clear. Clear is not a color. You know that by now. In part B, you're going to be interacting 4 different metals with acids. 4 metals are in small containers at your lab station in those red plastic holders. When you go ahead and put, it says, a small spatula tip of granular metals. So here's your scupula, and so you're just going to put a little bit that would fit at the end of the tip. Put that of copper. Careful with the copper, it's very granular, like little BBs that'll want to roll all over the place. Magnesium, and then you're going to do the zinc as well. But you're going to make 2 rows because of course you're going to have 2 acids. In one row you'll be adding 6 molar HCl. In the other row you'll be adding 6 molar acetic acid. You'll be comparing and contrasting each metal's reactivity. That's what goes here in this table. You're looking for bubbles, you're looking for, well, I'd say heat, but it's going to be hard to feel the heat from a spot plate. But how vigorously, how quickly does the reaction take place? If no visible reaction takes place, you can put that down in this data table. If a color change occurs, you can put that down in the table. For part C, reactions of, oh, by the way, when you go to clean out the spot plate after part B, you might have some leftover metals. So after the reaction has taken place, take a piece of paper towel and cover the spot plate, then invert the spot plate onto the paper towel. That can all go in the trash can, and then you can wash the spot plate out really well. For part C, the reaction of acids with carbonates, again, you're back to the spot plate with calcium carbonate and some 6 molar HCl. You just observe that. That's a 1 reaction observation. Part D, This is the most interesting and possibly complex part. You are going to choose a household substance. In fact, you're going to choose 5 of them. They will go over here. And any 5 of your choice. There are dropper bottles full of household substances. They'll be on the center lab island in the back of the lab. You're going to test that substance with each of 5 indicators. So litmus and phenolphthalein you'll have used from earlier in the lab. These indicators, methyl orange, bromothymol blue, brom cresol green, these are probably new to you. You probably have not used them before. So when you add them to the substance, note the color change. Then, based on the litmus paper and a range of acceptable colors for the color change of these indicators, you're going to predict the pH. I will give you a table of known values for the actual pH so that you can compare. You can see what the indicators allow you to predict the pH as, and then what the known indicator, or what the actual pH is known to be. You can see how close you can get with those indicators. Once you're done making these observations on this table, then you can rinse the spot plate and repeat as needed. And when you're done, make sure the spot plate is clean and your station is wiped up, and you're good to start working on the questions. For some of you, doing this lab is going to be a little early. In fact, most of you will be a little early before we've talked much about acid or base properties. So do your best, use table M as you are able to, and as we begin this unit more next week, you'll be able to answer more of the questions. So be patient with that, and we'll get you some help as you learn to answer these questions. Good luck!